In this video, we're going to go over the worksheet, Drawing the Treble Clef. Now, what's really nice about this worksheet is that it actually starts with the steps for drawing the treble clef, and that's where we're going to go ahead and start first. And then we're going to go ahead and practice drawing the treble clef. But the steps for drawing the treble clef, as you can read here, are first of all, we start on the second line of the staff. Now remember, a staff has 5 lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so when we start the treble clef, we start on that second line. Now, this is one of the reasons why we call the treble clef the G clef, is because with the treble clef, this line, this second line, is where G would end up being. But that's why I've highlighted here the second line a little bit with a little kind of red dot. Now we don't have to draw a dot, but that's where we start. The second step is after you start on that second line, all you do is you curve up to the middle line. Then for step number 3, you keep the curve going down to the bottom line. So again, you curve up to the middle line and then you come around to the bottom line. Then step 4, what you do is you curve up and to the right. So you curve up and to the right like this. And so it kind of looks like you have a little 6, okay, a little number 6. Now step 5 is that after you draw that 6, you twirl back over around and then down all the way through the clef. And then finally we finish off with that curl. So now, whenever we try this, again, you can go ahead and try it, and this will allow you to trace along with it. You'll notice that there are probably, if you have it printed in color, there are 2 different colors for a lot of these treble clefs. And the reason why is just to be able to show you, okay, where do we end up coming around and then down through, just so that we don't get lost. But again, let's go ahead and follow some of those rules and those steps. So for the first treble clef, when we start tracing, again, we start on the 1 to the second line, okay? Then, of course, after that, what we do is that we curl up to the middle line, then we curl down to the bottom line, and then we keep that curl going so that we get, again, that kind of 6 shape, right? So we have a 6 there. Then we twirl around the top and down through, and we finish it off with that little curl at the end. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do that same thing. Again, I'm just going to go ahead and repeat the steps of the process. If you want to repeat them with me, you can, but it's just to get you used to hearing what those steps are. So again, we start on the second line, so 1, 2. What we do is we curve up to the middle line, then we keep going down, we curve down to the bottom line, then we curve up and to the right so that we get a 6. And then we twirl around and then down through and then finish it off with a curl. Okay, let's keep going. Next one. So again, ask yourself this question: what line do we start on? We start on line number 2, right? And whenever we're counting these lines, we're starting, of course, from the bottom line of the staff. Okay, so when we're going through, we go from number 2 here, we curve up to the middle line, curve down to the bottom line, curve up so we get the number 6. Then you want to twirl back to the left and all the way down through, and then we finish it off with a curl. Now, as you go ahead and do this, there are, of course, 3 more here, and then you can do even more here. At the very, very end, there's a little bit of a blank area here where it says try without tracing. Here, what you're going to go ahead and do is you're going to try and do it yourself, right? So just remember, again, the steps, right? There are 6 steps that we have. The first step is that, first of all, we start on the second line. So again, 1, 2, curve up to the middle line. Kind of looks like the letter C at that point. Then you curve down to the bottom line. Then you curve up and to the right so that you get the number 6. It kind of looks like a 6. Then all you do is you twirl back to the left and straight down through, and then you finish it off with a curl. Hopefully this video has been helpful. Of course, you can go ahead and try and draw the rest of them and see how it goes. But this has been the video on how to draw the treble clef.